Remember that time Disney World turned 50?
We are talking about Disney World's 50th anniversary.
I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that it's Disney World's 50th anniversary. Yay! The bad news is that all of us are really tired.
Aww.
Because of this. I am making a strong prediction for a significant amount of Molly tears. Yay! So we all love to watch Molly cry.
Yes!
Good episode coming in hot.
This is so ridiculous.
How do I feel about Disney World's 50th anniversary?
It's fantastic.
How do I feel that it's Disney World's 50th anniversary?
I feel old. It makes me feel old.
I think that Disney World doesn't look a day over 40.
We get 18 months of Disney World's 50th birthday party? That's amazing. That's so amazing.
How incredible is it that they have been bringing magic to Central Florida for half a century?
Yes, I am a Disneyland West Coast native, but Disney World has always been special to me. It's where my grandparents fell in love with Disney and the reason why I am a Disney nerd today.
Is it a century? How long is a century? Is it 100 years or 1,000 years?
Now, the COVID pandemic did throw a little wrench in the works. We were probably going to have Tron and probably going to have Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Rewind.
But what Disney is doing, there's new nighttime spectaculars at Magic Kingdom and Epcot. There's a new daytime show at Animal Kingdom. There are tons of treats and snacks and merchandise. They're doing some very fun decor.
The theme of the 50th anniversary is iridescence.
Iridescent with an E. Iridescent?
I love puns. This one got an eye roll from me, which I think in terms of like the standard is the gold standard.
I've been making so much fun of it. And now every time I see iridescence, I get excited. Look at these earrings I bought.
Because Mickey has ears and they're pretty popular.
And iridescence is sparkle, it's blue, it's gold.
Because gold traditionally is the element that is used to celebrate a 50th anniversary.
It is something that I imagine in a boardroom meeting, there was a guy who came up with iridescence.
There's one guy in the corner and he's just like, iridescent. And they're like, yeah, we got that, Steve. And he's like, no, you don't get it. Iridescent.
The beacons of magic, of light, of all of that will take your breath away.
Each of the parks gets a beacon of magic. Basically what that means is as soon as the lights go down, also known as becoming night.
The Cinderella Castle, Spaceship Earth, the Hollywood Tower Hotel, or the Tree of Life. And every night they come alive. They each have their own kind of little story about why they're coming to life. Like Magic Kingdom, it's pixie dust, and Animal Kingdom, it's the magic of fireflies. Like bring the beacon of the park to life. And they use the theme song, The Magic is Calling, and it comes to life. And then about every 15-20 minutes, it does it again. So you don't have to see the first one. It's gonna happen throughout the dusk.
The beacon that is, I think, the most successful is the Epcot Center beacon of Spaceship Earth.
Because while the other beacons, they're projecting onto them, from Spaceship Earth, they figured out how to light it from the inside out. So there's no projections on Spaceship Earth. They actually installed light bulbs into Spaceship Earth. So when it glows, it is like so stunningly beautiful.
So another element of the 50th anniversary are the Fab 50 character statues. You can find these throughout the 4 parks, and they are golden statues that represent 50 different Disney characters.
Okay, the Fab 50 character statues are a hot topic. And I'll tell ya, Molly has some feelings about them.
I have a lot of thoughts on the Fab 50 statues. Do I think they're a good idea in principle? Absolutely I do. Did I think when they said Fab 50 character statues that it was gonna be 50 statues? Sure I did.
But what ended up happening is a bunch of statues featured 2 characters in one statue, and they counted that as 2.
Right off the bat, every movie's not getting a character. And again, that doesn't count Marvel, that doesn't count Star Wars, that doesn't count Pixar, that doesn't count park characters.
Do I have questions about some of the statues that were selected? Absolutely.
And Molly especially, I think her least favorite is Bruni.
The salamander from Frozen 2. That's who gets a statue. Anna and Elsa didn't get statues. There's not a single character from Monsters, Inc. But Bruni, the salamander from Frozen 2, gets a statue as a Fab 50 character.
That's ridiculous.
There's no Madame Leota. There's no Hitchhiking Ghost. There's no Tiki Bird. There's no Country Bear. But the greatest injustice
Guess who they picked from Toy Story?
is Woody and Bo Peep.
And they didn't give one to Buzz Lightyear.
But it has been Woody and Buzz from the beginning. And that statue should have been Woody and Buzz. Because when you think of Toy Story, who thinks of Bo Peep immediately? When you think of Toy Story, you think of Woody, Buzz.
Did we follow Woody and Bo Peep through 4 episodes together? Did Bo Peep save Woody from Sid? Did Bo Peep even appear in Toy Story 3, which is collectively agreed upon as the best of the Toy Story films?
You should have did that, Disney. You should have did that. Bo is fine. She has sheep she can play with, okay? She can go play with her little sheep. Buzz is who we want. Give the people Buzz.
Bruni the salamander!
50 years of the most magical place on earth.
All around us, the world is alive with music.
So 3 new major shows debuted for the 50th.
Harmonious at Epcot is a new nighttime spectacular.
Disney Enchantment over Magic Kingdom.
And KiteTales at Disney's Animal Kingdom. What a blast. Harmonious is a fireworks and fountain show. It's almost like World of Color met a Disney fireworks spectacular.
Now, I will say this. There are a lot of mixed reviews out there. A lot of people who are like old school fans of, Illuminations and Epcot Forever they were kind of expecting to get that same vibe with Harmonious. And if you went into this expecting that, you would be disappointed because it was not that. And it was never meant to be that.
It's about the power of Disney music, and it takes place around these barges, and there's a lot of water, a lot of fireworks, bigger pyro than Illuminations.
I love it. I think it is beautiful. I think it is it is so it is so many colors and is so bright, and the music just warmed my heart the whole time.
I love the way they have used arrangements and the languages of the countries where these Disney films took place. They have set these Disney songs in the language of the place where the film takes place.
I was not obsessed with Harmonious, but I thought that there were absolutely incredible moments to it. And it's a bummer to see that it's getting so hated online.
Nostalgia can really only get you so far as a Disney organization. Even Walt knew that. In fact, that was kind of Walt's credo. He lived by that you can't top pigs with pigs. You always have to be trying something new and opening new doors and trying to find new ways of doing something. So the fact that we were even introducing new shows into the parks is what Walt would have wanted. Now, whether or not you like the show is a completely personal opinion, but I think what we need to agree on is the fact that trying something new is a good thing. Trying something new, thinking out of the box is always going to be something that moves the Disney organization forward.
We need to stop looking at everything as comparing it to its predecessor. Because if you loved Illuminations, if you grew up watching Illuminations, if you watched Illuminations with your grandmother for the first time and that's your special Disney memory, then yeah, Illuminations will always be the best to you. But we need to stop it. Stop it right now. Stop watching these shows and saying, is it better than the last one? Because the question isn't, is it better than this? The question is this good? How does this show make me feel? And this show made me feel the magic. And I'm crying because I've been working for 7 days at the Disney World and I'm about to go back right now. And I'm emotional and I'm full of pixie dust and magic. Do I think it's worth the metal barges? No.
Well, let's just say the barges are not the cutest in the daytime, the big black thing. It's a space taco. And a Space 220, they ought to serve a space taco, a Harmonious space taco in Space 220. See, I got the ideas for the 50th.
Disney Enchantment is the new nighttime spectacular at the Magic Kingdom, and it's narrated by Queen Angela Bassett, who Does she age? She's like in her 60s. What is she? Is she drinking from the fountain of youth? She and Paul Rudd have a secret I don't know about? I'd like some information.
It is a fireworks and a projection spectacular.
But what makes this super special is the projections go all the way down Main Street, kind of like how we've seen for the fireworks for Disneyland. And that is probably my favorite part about it.
We said goodbye to Happily Ever After. It was very emotional because I was there on the last day and I cried all of the tears. I was literally like a prune by the end of the night because I had no liquids left in my body because I cried them all out.
I've seen a lot of debate about this online, about if it's better than Happily Ever After. I don't know that I'm willing to say one is better than the other.
I've read every person yelling that this show's not that good. If you watched it on a screen, that's not how you're supposed to watch shows. When Tinkerbell flew, all the little kids around me cheered and literally were jumping up and down and yelling, "It's Tinkerbell, it's Tinkerbell." That's what makes a show good. And I am so sorry I'm so dramatic and emotional this episode. But you can't feel that when you're at home on your couch. You don't see the little girl next to me literally in a Tiana costume jumping and screaming because Princess Tiana's on the castle. You don't hear families cheer because Moana came on and that's the movie they watch together. That doesn't happen when you watch it on your couch. So I'm begging you to reserve judgment on these shows until you stand on Main Street and watch them and feel them. Which is so cheesy, and I'm sorry, but these shows are not meant to be seen through a screen. They are meant to be an experience, and being in the park gives you that experience.
Okay, let's settle in, because Disney KiteTales is what I wanted to talk about more than anything about the 50th anniversary.
I have been waiting to get into Disney KiteTales.
KiteTales is the best thing to come out of the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. This show is so wonderfully weird.
Disney KiteTales is the kite show that they put in Animal Kingdom.
Conceptually, I get it. Kites. Kites! I get kites. I love kites. Kites are great. Kites with wind, fantastic.
Pretty much what it is, it's a daytime show where Disney has these massive kites, these interactive kites, all different types of kites. And they use the, lagoon there to, get on these jet skis and make these giant, parade float looking Macy's. And
they're actually impressive. Jokes, sarcasm aside, they're actually impressive. Some of them are 30 feet long. And I look at these people in the jet skis because they're back to back. And there's one person who literally is tethered to the jet ski and having to hold on to these kites, and the grip strength that person has to have. I commend you.
It is so kind of creepy when the giant kites take a nap.
Kites crashing intentionally, sometimes unintentionally, but mostly intentionally.
They crash into bleachers, they crash into trees, they crash into the water. And watching a huge 30-foot blue kite crash face first into the water, now that is a Disney experience.
Kites.
The way the kites stop. The kites must stop somehow. They're pretty gigantic. Is they purposely stop them on the stairs?
They smash into the bleachers. The memes, y'all. The memes.
And it's also really actually authentically fun to see giant Disney characters fly through the air. I didn't know this is what I was missing in life. I was lacking giant Disney characters flying very quickly through the air.
You will leave with a smile so big on your face because this show is, it's like the sleeper hit of the 50th IMO. What would a celebration at Walt Disney World be without a few treats?
Oh my gosh, there are so many snacks.
150 plus different snacks and eats debuted all around Walt Disney World, so lots of them.
Too many snacks. Too many, well, I'm gonna let other people do it. Too many snacks. There's a lot of snacks. I'm not gonna eat all the snacks. A lot of snacks.
They were trying to get snacks that shimmered, that were iridescent.
Are they gonna have like an iridescent egg roll that's like covered in blue, gold, shimmering?
They wanted us to be Instagramming this food, y'all. And so they made it real pretty.
A lot of carbs and sugars. So many colors and snacky snacks.
If you are hoping to celebrate with some 50th anniversary snacks, I highly recommend bringing some wet wipes because your hands will get very blue.
Blue. I just imagine blue hands, blue face. Just like, I assume, it shocked me when I saw Molly in person the other night for the first time since the actual 50th anniversary.
I'm a messy eater. You've seen me eat on camera. I'm a messy eater and I don't like things that are gonna turn my face another color. I don't like blue. I don't like blue food. Blue is like not a naturally found food color.
Let's just say I don't think it's gonna be organic.
Hi, my name is Breedlove, and I'm vegan. It's that time of the show where I remind you of that fact, because other people will be talking about snacks that they ate and enjoyed in the 50th anniversary celebration at Walt Disney World. I, on the other hand, ate 2 special plant-based snacks that were unveiled as part of the celebration, and they were both funky.
The ones that looked the best to me were the Snow White cone over at Storybook Treats in Magic Kingdom. I thought it was very cute, and I loved that it was lemon Dole Whip, which is just incredibly refreshing.
I actually haven't had to eat that much because I've been writing about the treats and not eating them personally. And
One, Monte Cristo. That was one of Walt's favorite, for those of you who don't know, a little bit of Disney history. That was one of Walt's favorites. Walt loved the Monte Cristo sandwich. I, for many reasons, enjoy the Toad Burger.
There's like 3 Mr. Toad snacks, and one of them is a Toad burger where they made it look like Mr. Toad's face, and it looks like wild, pun intended. And I sent it to Duckfist, and he was like, "What are you doing? What is that?" And I was like, "It's a Toad burger. It's like we're having a moment together. Like I'm eating with you. Like it's like when I eat this burger, it's like I'm sitting here with you, my friend, but I'm gonna eat you." That's weird, but it's fine. It's a brat burger. It's very good.
Casey's had a hot dog with funnel cake bits, which just like...
That's the crossover we never needed. I understand why we did it. We didn't need it though.
Whoa.
There is a drink as a nod to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea that has an actual octopus tentacle in it. So that's something.
Okay, when we talk about Disney going all out for the 50th, we mean merchandise.
We have the Celebration Collection, the Castle Collection, the Vault Collection, the Lux Logo Collection, and the Iridescent Collection. These have all either already debuted or will be debuting soon.
Their piece of 50th merchandise is the 50th merch that I've already purchased, which is these earrings. It's Minnie holding up a little firework, and on this side it's Mickey holding up a little firework, and they are wearing their iridescent clothes.
And this is one of my prized possessions, this gorgeous matted print on iridescent foil.
I will just warn you, expect to see a lot of these in videos because I get very attached to my bubble bar earrings for the season that they work. And the 50th goes for 18 months, so I can wear these babies a long time.
Look at this Mickey. Look at his fabulous, isn't he lovely? This Mickey was $29.99, but even the tag is iridescent. But doesn't he look swell? And look under his little foot. It's an iridescent foot.
I hope you like them. If you don't like them, too bad. If you like them, tell me in the comments. But if you don't like them, don't. I want to know.
Oh boy, a lot. Too much. Really just too much. But we're gonna buy it, so is it too much? But is it?
And of course, I could not come all this way from California without getting some ears myself. Y'all already know I have an ear collection that's very vast. It's not Molly's, but it has potential. So I had to get my little ears. Look at them iridescents, y'all. Iridescents.
You know what everybody wants, Breedlove. everybody wants the Mickey soap dispenser. Look at that. Don't you want that? Amazing. $14.99. I think that's the coolest thing that they have right now in the parks.
I was probably lucky to get home with my hat still on my head. That's the way merch is in Walt Disney World. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And you better eat the merchandise that you want faster than the other dog or something like that. But anyway, yeah, people are crazy. And I'm lucky to still have my hat.
B-roll, 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 B-roll.
Hello everyone, I'm Julie Andrews and I'm here at the opening of the Walt Disney World in Florida.
Magic Kingdom opened on October 1st, 1971. I was -8 years old, and but my mom and dad went.
And there was a huge opening ceremony with Julie Andrews. And it just so happens that October 1st is also her birthday. And she did this huge number walking down the street of Main Street.
I've been a Disney Parks fanatic since the 1980s. I don't care if that tells you how old I am. You can do math and figure it out for yourself. But you know what? I'm not ashamed. I'm proud.
I don't remember my first visit to Disney World because I was 6 months old. Now, I don't know that I'd recommend what my parents did, which is bringing a 6-month-old to Disney World. I ended up being violently ill and spending most of the time in the hospital.
I have very vague memories of it, but I have pictures. And I have visited Disney World pretty much every year since. Now a lot more than once a year, obviously.
Like between the ages of 6 and 9, the first time?
Like mid-90s. And I was very young and it was very magical. And I loved it. And then I came back in the year 2000 and then every year since I've been here. And it's been a blessing.
Here's my first trip to Disney World. I'm in my mom's lap, and there's me, and I'm on a Dumbo, which is there's a carousel behind it, you can see. But my dad took this picture, and I cherish this. My dad passed away this year, and maybe 2 months before he passed, he said, "Y'all are down there in Florida, and I found this old bag. You can throw it away, but I thought you'd like it. And this is all weathered, but I will cherish this forever." Then my dad sent me this.
One of my first Disney World memories that really sticks with me is holding a Buzz Lightyear light spinner during the Millennium Celebration of Illuminations.
I remember that my younger brother, was terrified of the characters. He was like probably 1, maybe a little bit less at the time. And he was terrified of the characters, and poor Eeyore came up behind him and like put his hands over Dylan's eyes, and Dylan turned around and screamed bloody murder. And I was having a magical time, but Dylan was not.
Coming with my grandmother and my grandfather and my brothers and sisters, and we went to the Very Merry Christmas party. My grandmother bought us all matching shirts that had Tigger on them. We got cookies and we all sat on Main Street and I'm gonna cry. We just soaked up the moment.
My first Disney World memory is throwing up in the parking lot. I was so excited, and we had sausage biscuits and orange juice. And I was stressed out because I'd been watching Disney Channel, and I was so like, we gotta get there, we're late, the park's been open for 30 minutes.
My very first ever Disney World memory, we were watching the Tapestry of Nations parade in Epcot that was there for the turn of the century in 2000. And they had these beautiful dancers and these beautiful purple butterfly wings. One of those beautiful dancer ladies in the purple wings came and scooped me away from my parents and danced with me down the parade route. And I remember it, and I was like on cloud 9. It was amazing.
We were at Epcot. I was about 2 years old, and Mickey and the gang came out, And my cousins, who are like 4 and 7 years older than me, were scared of them because they're a lot bigger than when you see them in your storybook or watch them on TV. Mickey and the gang are a lot bigger. And I wasn't scared of them, and I was the littlest one, and I ran up to Mickey like he was a dear friend I hadn't seen in a long time, and I gave him a big hug, and he got down and gave me a hug.
It was one of those moments that you almost wish you had a door to, with a key that you can just open the door and go back in that moment and just feel that love.
We, of course, have to shout out the Disney World 50-year cast members, because there are some absolutely incredible cast members who have been working at Walt Disney World since it opened in 1971.
To all of the cast members, but especially the ones that have been doing this for 50 years. Thank you. And speaking as a former cast member, a lifelong Disney fan, and somebody that has the pleasure of going there almost every day now, there would not be a Disney World without the cast members.
Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for doing the right thing when no one was looking.
Oh, well, for those of you cast members who see this, never underestimate the magic you create, specifically not now after what we've been through in the world, the pandemic and where we are today. Never underestimate the true memories and magic you create, because it's not throughout everything else that exists in the park, through all the merchandise, through all the attractions, through everything else, the one through line that exists that really ties everything together is you as a cast member.
You know what? You gotta give credit where credit is due. 50 years, can you imagine I'm getting chills right now talking about it. These people have dedicated their life to making magic at Disney World.
Thank you for bringing so much magic to my life, to the point where I have now literally devoted my whole life, like you have, to Disney parks. I moved to Orlando to be here so I can be part of what you do and what you've done for 50 years now.
Without cast members, there is no Disney World. Because you make people's days better. You create happiness, and I am so amazed that some of you have been doing this for 50 years. What a testament to you. What a testament to this place. So thank you for 5 decades of magic.
Do I think I'll try to visit Disney World when it turns 100?
I, knock on wood, will still be alive. This question almost has a dark undertone to it. Like, yeah, I'll try and visit.
If my daughter will roll me up in a jazzy, then yes, I will try and visit.
I will probably go to visit during the celebration, and I will probably buy some obnoxious earrings. Maybe not. I don't feel like I'll be wearing earrings when I'm 75. I feel like I'm gonna be a pretty low maintenance old person, if you know what I mean.
Listen, I plan on being like yelling at people to get off my yard level crotchety at Walt Disney World for that. And I will still be the same little kid who saw Illuminations holding a Buzz Lightyear light spinner in front of the Millennium Celebration, feeling all the feelings.
There's a possibility that the whole RTT gang will be doing scavenger hunts for the 100th celebration. So we will see, but I can definitely let you know that if I am graced to see that day, find me on Main Street. I'll be the one complaining about the churros.
Yes, I'll be blogging the Disney World 100th. I'll be my 80s, and I'll still be on the camera talking to you guys about the opening day attractions. We'll do a history tour, and we'll talk about this video, and I couldn't stop crying. Yes, I will be so old, but I hope that life lets me go too. I just hope life brings me to the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney World. I can't wait to see what happens.
Walt Disney World, I want to thank you for 50 fabulous years. Happy birthday, and I can't wait for 50 more. Thank you for all the magic you bring to our lives, and I can't wait to celebrate for 18 more months.
Happy birthday, Walt Disney World. Happy 50th birthday. You look spectacular. spectacular. You've actually never looked better, in my opinion.
There are not enough words that I know in my vocabulary that could properly express my thanks for the opportunities that the Magic Kingdom provided me as a human being, both professionally and personally, for the experiences that will live with me forever and that I will continue to create.
Happy 50th birthday, Disney World. You look young, girl. You look really young and special.
Happy 50th, Disney World!
Happy 50th anniversary, Walt Disney World. Thank you for the magic. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the special pixie dust that you bring to the people of the world.
The fondest memories of my life are at Walt Disney World. It's where I met some of my dearest friends, the people I call family. The people that sit around my table on Thanksgiving are people I met working at Walt Disney World. I met my husband working at Walt Disney World. I met my dearest friends that I call family. The people that stood up at my wedding a lot of them are people that I met working at Walt Disney World. So from a personal standpoint, thank you. From a professional standpoint, I am somehow lucky enough that it is my job to go visit almost every day and bring the magic to people that don't get to do that. And I couldn't have dreamt up a better thing that I'm doing with my life. So, thank you, Walt Disney World, for all the magic and all the memories and all the pixie dust and the laughter and the tears. Thank you. God, I am so dramatic today. I am sorry. Oh, I've been overwhelmed with emotions for 7 days covering this event. It's just so much magic and pixie dust, and it's all coming out of my eyeballs right now. Hey everybody, it's Molly. Thanks for tuning in to this week's unhinged episode of RTT. Sorry for all the tears. Make sure to like and subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. For more RTT now though, click over here for a list of our favorite in-parks episodes. And for more All Ears, click over here for the ultimate guide to Disney World's 50th. Thanks so much for watching.